How's it going, everyone? I figure I will take this time to actually put up the video detailing the changes that are coming to the channel, to Twitch, and to my social media, which is right now just Twitter. I said yesterday that there were changes coming. I meant that. So I'm going to go over it a little bit. I do want to establish right now that I am in the process of getting ready to move. So dealing with a roommate who is thinking that everything revolves around her, thinking that I have to do all the work around here so she can get her $5,000 or whatever she thinks she's going to get, etc. So let's go over what's going on. As you guys know, over the last few months, the primary focus of my content has been on Magic the Gathering, and that's because of the Jeremy Hambly Unsleeved Media debacle going on right now. That's going to the back burner. I think everything has literally been said that can be said on the entire thing. WotC has lost. They've had to admit that they are trying to scrounge together all the money they can because their game is starting to fail. They have nothing going for them right now. And so they are in a tough position where they are stabbing content creators in the back with this new FAQ, which I intend to go over because the legal student in me got a little chortle reading the unenforceable drivel that they put out and think that will matter. On top of that, I've had some issues with Jeremy's attitude and the like. And while I'm not going to go into that, suffice it to say, he's gotten his 15 minutes of fame. The drama has started to die out, as I knew it would. And there's just nothing there. Content creators have already gone over it. Content creators have already provided everything that needs to be said about it. It just needs to die. WotC has shown their hand, and WotC will lose in the long run. We all know this. So what's going on now? Well, here is my intention. I want to continue the Spectre Speaks podcast that I did a couple of times. I want to try and focus on getting people involved. I want to get guests. I want to get topics those guests will enjoy talking about. I kind of want to do a little Joe Rogan kind of thing where I'm constantly trying to learn, but I don't want to become Joe Rogan, if you understand what I mean. I did try to get Brockus on today to talk about the Battle for Azeroth expansion coming up for World of Warcraft. He's unavailable, so nothing today. However, that is something I want to do going forward. The problem is that I am new at this. I need to figure out how to plan things out, what guests to get, what topics to talk about, etc. And while I think I have something going right now to actually do so, obviously it's a learning experience right now. Second off, I want to reserve at least Wednesday and Friday from 1900 to 2300 Eastern Standard Time to stream myself playing the games. Now that I'm getting away from the Magic the Gathering scene, I want to go back to what I wanted this channel to be about, which is the video games. I want it to be about that. It'll still be about consumer awareness when dealing with AAA companies such as EA or Ubisoft, but I want to get back to what the roots were. I'm not denying that there could be, in the future, more stuff going on. There could be more Magic the Gathering, some Pokemon trading card games, some Dragon Ball Z collectible card game, etc. But right now I'm going to go back to what I initially envisioned. I don't think the blog is going to come back. I haven't touched it. I haven't been interested in touching it. Doing the videos, no matter how low quality they are right now, at least I am actually doing the videos. I am actually slowly learning to edit the videos to be a little better. So, what's coming up? The Bestiary League starts on Friday. That is what we are calling the Pokemon League, P-O-E-K-E-M-O-N, Pokemon League Path of Exile. We're hilarious, shut up. I'm going to be streaming that on Friday beginning at 1900. Don't know what I'm going to go with just yet, but I have a couple of ideas. I want to try out the new Occultist. The new Occultist looks pretty awesome. I might go ED Occultist. I don't know at this point. Trickster also looks really good. I'm going to be playing that. Might play a little bit of World of Warcraft. I'm not going to touch Diablo 3 because it's literally just the same old, same old. They don't add anything new with the seasons. You can get a new portrait, you can get some new back attachments, and you can get a new pet, and that's about it. They don't add anything new to the game. You can say the same thing about Path of Exile, sure, but with Path of Exile, at least they add new mechanics, and they're constantly changing things. Buffing, nerfing, more nerfing. But at least you're getting something different. And when you roll a new character, it's not required that you look for a set, even though sets may be coming in the Path of Exile. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Why do you do this, Chris Wilson, etc., etc. So, going forward, going to be doing that. I might touch Guild Wars 2 a little bit this week. I have the expansion. I bought the expansion before it even came out, so that might be something I delve into. Source of contention for me. Over a year ago, I stopped playing Tom Clancy's The Division. I stopped playing it because of the multitude of issues going on with it. I downloaded it yesterday. Took 5 hours to do it because Uplay is a piece of crap. I have a 150 connection. It should not have taken 5 hours to download 45 gigs. Just saying, Ubisoft. And so I might get a little bit into that. I've heard they've improved a lot of stuff. I'm a little skeptical. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to play Ark. It's on the computer. I just don't care about it. I don't care about it because the company doesn't care about it. You can't make the players care about your game if you yourself do not care about the game. How hard is that to freaking stand? So, that's what it's looking like right now. What I want to do for the channel, and this is really difficult to do because I'm going to be talking about something I don't want to do. I've never discounted the concept of funding, of crowdfunding, of asking people who like my content to give a little bit of money to help me improve the channel. And every cent I gain, I will put into the channel. It goes into absolutely nothing else. I want to get some stuff for the channel. I also want to get some stuff for the computer to help out the channel as well, but my primary concern is the channel proper. Things I want to get are channel arts. I want to get some overlays, and I want to get some intro screens, outro screens, etc. In order to do that, I will have to crowdfund via a PayPal. I'm not really willing to use Patreon right now because the decisions Patreon has made lately frankly worry me. There is I think it's gomaker.com or something like that. I might consider that, but I don't want anybody to feel obligated or anything like that to give to what even I agree is low quality work. I'm not a professional at this. I'm still learning. You know, it's a constant learning process, but I'm still learning how to do this. As is, it is difficult for me to be able to admit this. I can't pay for this stuff, and stuff I've wanted for the longest time. But with content being a little more consistent, I feel like I can, in good faith, make the request. And I will put a PayPal below. If you feel like giving anything, I'd appreciate it. This is obviously not a requirement on anybody. My content will still be free for the most part. If I do a GoMaker or Patreon, there might be some Patreon, some patron specific things that I will do. But at the moment, there is no intention to gate anything behind a paywall. Anything I get will be specifically for the channel. Nothing else. You have my word on that. When I say channel, the specifics are anything for content. I will say this much. Going towards the computer aspect, I do have some upgrades I want to make. And if I can, I will use some of the money for those upgrades. The upgrades specifically are, I want to upgrade the graphics card. I currently run a 1063 gigabyte card, which is not performing as adequately as I would like anymore. I'd also like to upgrade the RAM. I currently use 16 gigabyte DDR3. I'd like to use at least 32 gigabytes of DDR3. And the motherboard. In that order, I want to upgrade those pieces. Obviously, the power source will have to be as well. So that is my plans going forward. I don't want anybody to think that I am in this for the money. I'm really not. I mean, if I was, I'd have a lot better content, more consistent content. I would be doing everything I can to milk the internet bucks out of everybody, but I don't. I don't want people to think that I don't have a love for what I do, because I think that's the downfall for a lot of content creators who get into this. They start out with a love, and then they see the money they make, and they focus so much on that money and less on the content itself and what they started with. If you like the content, please subscribe. Please continue to watch my videos. Thumbs up them if you like them. For this one, I'd actually like some comments. The Spectre Speaks podcast, I'd like to know what people would like to see for content, and some guests you would like. Leave some comments below. I'd actually like to start getting that going, and I need some help. And I'm turning to the people who watch my videos to get that help. So, that's the video. I'm Spectre, and I'm out.